All right, morning to you, Judy and Janet. Good morning to you. All right. Okay, guys, good morning to you. Today is the 9th of September, 9/9. All right, I see that a lot of sales is going on. Okay, will we have a sale soon? Yeah, we will. We will. I'll let you know which date is that. That's for our subscription. All right, we will have that pretty soon. Okay, let's start our morning MAO right now. Now, today is the 9th of September, Thursday. All right, now today, Jim Cramer expresses September concerns. All right, so Jim Cramer today suddenly have decided to express some concern. Now, all the way, Jim Cramer has been pretty bullish. And we know that he is obviously, for his job itself, it's better for him to stay bullish than bearish. That's for sure, okay? But of course, I'm not saying that he's just doing that. But it makes a lot of sense for him to do that, okay? So what's happening right now is that Jim Cramer expressed 6 big concerns, from earnings to Fed to yields to stimulus to excessive supply and Chinese superpower. All right, so today we'll talk about this later on. All right, this is Jim Cramer. But again, as usual, every morning I would love to do this with you. I don't know how many of you enjoy this. Do you enjoy this cartoon that I share every morning? Now, we used to do the quote of the day, but I realized that, okay lah, I mean, it's really good, but I feel that this is a financial so-called sharing. So I tried to do a bit more financial stuff. So I was thinking that this type of cartoon that is on Wall Street and it's more to the truth side, in my opinion, is better. All right. So, son, you should be proud that we beat the earnings that analysts expected. Okay. Why should we be proud that analysts are bad at making estimates? Okay, those bad estimates don't happen on their own. I had to mislead them. No, I really liked it. It really tells you the real thing of why, you know, every time non-farm payroll, we don't really have it. You know, every time people estimate this number, the number come out differently. I think that is a very clear how this Wall Street works, because I have to mislead you so that you will think that the market is going to go down, then I buy, and vice versa. And this is how the Wall Street really works, okay? But of course, when I say this thing here is out, right, not many people can accept this because everybody believes that the world is good, everything's perfect. Well, I can tell you this, it doesn't really work in the real world, all right? Do you agree with that? Okay. Anyway, disclaimer as usual, all right? To understand this, once you have actually read the above, accepted the above, and have identified me. Now, today I have a sore throat. That's why you'll see me in between. I will have difficulty expressing myself. Yeah, suddenly just overnight, the thing just got bigger. All right, the Hang Seng M1 workshop has gained real popularity. All right, more and more people are joining us. Okay. Now, if you want to join us, very simple. There is a video that is available on TWB Revision Group on our Facebook. You just have to watch it. It's 1 hour and 36 minutes long. Once you completed it, contact Keng Hua. Keng Hua will basically assist you. It will tell you need to do some double check, just checking on this, and then contact him through Telegram. And then he will guide you in, okay? Then once you are in, you can enjoy our daily recap and stuff. Now on daily recap, I do a lot of extra sharing. That's why it'll be good lah. All right, if you are index trader and you don't mind joining us, okay? All right, anyway, it's absolutely free. You don't need to pay a single thing, except that if you want, do consider to subscribe to the Hang Seng Index, all right? That will help you a lot. Now, of course, what we did is that we are pretty good. Almost every day we have people making money, almost every day. All right, that's yesterday Keng Hua made money, Eugene, I think, made money too. Susan also made some money. So you can see that this is all yesterday and the day before, I think. Statistics that people make money lah. Of course, there are also people losing money. It's just that we have more people making money versus some people making losses. All right. So of course, losses is usually due to personal reason. All right, lot sizing, and also depending on their expectation of their position. And of course, I spend more time to talk to them and do a bit more stuff. So this particular sharing, I think, is pretty good. I will extract this out and later on put it online later. All right, yesterday I was supposed to do it, but I was too tired. Okay. So if you think you like it, just join us. All right. Okay, so yesterday we have the JOLTS job opening, and we saw that the numbers went up. So what does it mean? That means that there's more jobs available in the market versus demand. Means that the supply overwhelms the demand, and it's more than expected. What means that a lot of people are not going back to work. That is the problem here. So why ain't people going back to work? Because COVID case, because of some of the steamies, because the stock market is doing well, crypto is also doing well. So a lot of people decided that, you know what, if I stay at home, I make more money, why for I go and work? And of course, the thing is, all this money that they make from the market, they don't really pay tax. So end of the day is that if they don't go and work, there's no tax that can be taken from the government. The government will basically will be poorer. And it gets poorer, the economy will just keep on coming down. That's why you see the hard data are actually coming down. All right, okay, so take note of that. Now today is Thursday, so today we have the initial jobless claim. Now the initial jobless claim have been quite pretty good. If you look at it from this side, all right, since the January this year, we have about 900,000. It have been going down very nicely, down more than 70% to about 300,000. So honestly, that shows that a lot of people are basically not claiming that they're jobless. In fact, probably they went back to the market. But the thing is this, if they went back to the market, right, then why would the data not doing well? So there's a big question mark here. So why is that so? So there are two prongs on this. Some people say that it's because they are going back, just that there are more jobs available. Okay, fair enough. That's the positive side. The negative side is that because people decided not to go and file, they decided not to file their jobless in fact. Okay, so that's something interesting. So I don't know, but the numbers looks good. The numbers looks good. It's going down. So maybe that will, if today's numbers goes down, it will help the market. But if the market goes up, oh, then we have a problem. Then we already have a problem. So for today itself, right, I'm going to open up for everybody now. Those who are online will benefit. Tell me, what is the number? What is the number that you think that will be for tonight? What is the number? Okay, so key your number right now. Now, the nearest person will win the 6.8 ADA coin. Now, when we say nearest, well, we say nearest must be within +5 -5 +5 -5. Too far away, no point then not really worth it. Okay, nearest person, but within the +5 -5,000 okay, so let's just have your answer right now. I'll give you 30 seconds to put in your answer, and hopefully someone will win back the 6.8 ADA coin. All right. Now ADA coin has went up, right? We were pretty good. We call for a good buy on ADA coin when it was $1.13. Recently went up $3. That was pretty good, up almost 200%. For those who have been keeping ADA coin, my personal view is that keep it, don't sell it, just leave it alone. Who knows? Who knows? One ADA coin may become 50,000 like Bitcoin. Okay, all right. We last 10 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. All right. That's all for now. Okay. Wow. Suddenly number shoot up. Okay. My number is 418. 418. Okay. I expect this number. I know it's very high. I think I'm crazy, but doesn't matter. Anyway, for fun of it, only 418 is my number. Usually, you don't see that the numbers are always quite equal to forecast one. Okay, just trying to be funny here. So, okay, all right, that's all. Okay, that's the number 418. Okay, my number. Okay, all right. Let's see what will happen tonight later on. Okay, all right. Anyway, it's for fun. Don't get too serious. We just want to enjoy ourselves here. Okay, cool. All right, let's look at the US market last night. The Dow Jones basically down by 68 points. Now, the market was kind of already very, very sideways because tonight, ECB will have their meeting and we are expecting some tapering. Yeah, we do expect some tapering. That's why you can see some of the movement in the currency later. But the main thing is this, the market is trying its best to stay above the 35,000 mark. You can see that the Dow Jones is trying its best to stay above the psychologically 35,000 mark. You can see that? Yeah, it's trying to stay above it. Because 35,000 is a milestone, so I believe that the traders want to stay above it. All right, so that's why you can see every time when the Dow Jones go below 35,000, the market just seemingly buy up. Okay. Now the S&P 500 basically fell for the third day. All right, as the investors grow cautious in September. Basically, investors reassesses the economic growth outlook following a smooth ride in the market so far this year. Okay. So Dow Jones dropped by 69 points, S&P down by 0.1, and NASDAQ initially was up, then it came back down 0.6. Okay, so basically investors are bracing volatility because they know that September is usually seasonally the weakest of the year. Now it's because there is a time whereby people basically on holiday, and then also plus there's a lot of funds will liquefy their position ahead of the financial year. So usually during this period of time, September, the market will be a little bit weak. But of course, if you again, let's recap, most of the Wall Street analysts are saying that the September month will be weak. But Fund Strat, Tom Lee says it's going to be opposite. He said that September will be strong. And in fact, he says that it's October, then the market will actually pulls back, which I kind of really a bit agree, because October, whereby we talk about this FOMC meeting is over, and likely that if today ECB is going to do the tapering, then of course September, late September, when the Federal Reserve meet up, they will likely show signs of tapering. Hence, therefore, this may bring the market down in October. But again, that's my personal view. So because of that itself, right, everybody else looking whether Jerome Powell will do anything now. But you must understand, every month he's still basically giving in $120 billion to the market. So overall, seemingly that the market most likely will not go down much, even there is. And of course, we know that the JOLTS survey says that, right, there are more people, more opening, outnumbered the unemployed. Okay, so there are more jobs available, more vacancies, but there's no takers. That's all. All right, let's do a quick recap what happened yesterday in the Dow Jones. Let's take a look. The Dow Jones basically yesterday opened between the two pivot points, and the KSI is green in color. So which means that if the market do go down, KTR -1 will be a good level to buy back your position. So let's see whether it really happened. Beautiful. Look at it. Excellent. The market was basically ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Then after that, it went down below OP. Fair enough. But once it go to KTR -1, and at the same time, KTR -1 and pivot 2 is stacked. It's a perfect stack, in fact. 34968, 34968. You see that the difference only basically by 0.1. So this is another craziness, is that we always seen before that whenever we have an indicator, when we have pivot point and KTR stacked together itself, right? We usually itself see a very incredible support or resistance over there. And you can see that the market came down a little bit, but after a while later, the market crossed over. And you all know, right, I told you before, when you see a color change that happened at the pivot, whether it's CCRY or CCYR, as long as a color change at the pivot, usually the market will take it seriously, and you can see the Dow recovers. So everything itself you learn is really repeating again and again. But all you do is just have to stay on the market. So the first round it recovered CCRY. Then after that, it couldn't stay above OP. It came back down again. But once it came back down again, the moment you see a CCRY again, in this case, another color change at the pivot, immediately itself, right, the Dow recover. So, you know, my point is that you really must remember what I say. Whenever you see a color change, whether it's CCRY or CCYR, when you see a color change at the pivot, right, do consider to take a trade. I cannot say it's 100% will win, but I can basically, and all my MAOs, and you can see this repeating and repeating day in, day out, right? Don't you agree? Okay, all right. So this is the first thing that we can talk about this morning. Now, gold yesterday continued its downside. Now, initially, gold recovered yesterday, but we all know that KSI was red in color. KSI was red in color. So which means that if the market hit KTR -1, if the gold hit KTR +1, you can consider to short the market. You heard me correct. When the market go to KTR +1, you can short the market. Earlier, Dow 1 was when the market go to KTR -1, you can consider to buy from the market. You see the way that I'm sharing with you now is to sell high, buy low, without feeling. Yeah, indeed. So what happened? Let's take a look. Amazing, really amazing. Everybody take a look. Now the market basically was ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Okay, then it went up. But the moment it went up, right, it hit the KTR plus one as we expected. Then it did a CCYR, kind of late, okay. Then it didn't really do much effect. Then it tried to go up again. All right, probably may hit a stop loss. You probably hit a stop loss. But then again, when you do a CCYR, this time it's closer to you. All right, it's a CCYR, okay, but there's no BMB trigger. There's no BMB trigger. So if you don't think you'll enter, that's fine. But if you have shorted, okay, you have actually made this money. Okay, you've made this money because the market really go all the way down. So the KSI plays a very important part in your trading. You just have to believe in that. But once the market hit the pivot 2, right, you notice that you stop there again. You just stop there again. And I told you before, once you see that it is a color change on the pivot, that'll be good. Now this one, although it's a color change, CCRY, but this is not what I'm talking about. When I say color change and pivot, it means that it'll be yellow, then red, you know, or red, or then yellow, you know, something like that. It means that it has to be the yellow or red yellow has to be around the pivot. So this one is not considered around the pivot, not considered. But what I'm trying to say, that amazing part is that all this technical level, all of them already on your screen, and yet the market basically know where they are. And once they hit the technical point, the market reacted accordingly. That is the really stunner part itself. Amazing, right? Isn't it? Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. So what happened is that today we know that ECB is going to kick off, and there's a good chance that there will be a taper. So there will be a chance that ECB will reduce its monetary stimulus as global supply chain problem push price higher for all sorts of goods. All right, it's indeed because when your price have to increase, everybody increase in price. Although you can throw the price cost to the consumer, but if in between the supplier itself, right, or the production house find it not feasible to do anything, because they know that if everybody jack up by 10 cents, example, by the time of the day, by the time reach you, right, it could cost more, then they may not want to do it. And because of that, it causes a global supply chain problem. All right. So we all know that now ECB is buying about $80 billion worth of bonds every month. And likely they will reduce it to 70 billion. So 10 billion, you may say, but it's nothing, right? Yeah, indeed, they will not think. The market will have some initial knee-jerk effect. But after that, a while later, right, it will probably continue again. So that's why I say that there will be some knee-jerk effect today, tomorrow in the market. But once it's there, you know, market will say, okay, you know what, money is still coming in, so not so bad. Okay, but inflation in the market is getting higher. So if that's the case itself, right, if after this tapering and the market is still not recovering, then inflation keep on creeping up, right? And then traders will say, okay, you know what, maybe we need to taper faster. When the market decided to taper faster, that is where the problem will arrive, okay? So that is something that you must take note of, but at least for now, there's no need to express concern. Okay, the other thing is this, about this thing now for what happened in BlackRock. Okay, now BlackRock responded back to George Soros, okay? But George Soros recently, out of nowhere, he decided to, really whack China. And he says that, you know what, okay, BlackRock investment this time around will definitely cause a lot of national security interest, and it will cause a bit of problem. And he felt that, right, the market in China is not good. And he felt that, right, this will create more problem and BlackRock investors will get hit. So suddenly it seems that George Soros is very concerned for them, okay? But of course, BlackRock responded and said that, no, everything is fine, everything is good. We are helping China to address its growing retirement crisis and expertise, product, and services. They believe that the globally integrated financial market provide people with companies all better and more efficient access to capital and blah, 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 blah. So basically, BlackRock said, don't worry, we know what we are doing, we know what to do, you just relax, okay? And of course, Soros says that, right, okay, they really misunderstand Chinese President Xi Jinping. So basically, interesting. So some people say that it is because George Soros is shorting the Chinese market, so he came out to do this. We don't know. All right, all I can say is this, Soros usually he does have his presence in the political scene, but normally, based on the track record of his, he don't really win because I believe the government is bigger than individual, right? Okay, so anyway, that is what happened in global news. Okay, before we go to the chart now, important market information for references. Let's take a look. Now, Santoli, okay, today did a pretty good article on share this with you. He says that Wall Street strategies warn of tough times. Okay, so first of all, from a broader view of this routine backsliding, we slip back to the 50-day average of half a dozen this year. It means that every time when the S&P pull back, once it will pull back, and once it pull back, right, it will hit the moving average. This one is a 50-day moving average. Now this is the 50-day moving average. Okay, so and this one is I believe this is the SMA. If I'm not wrong, SMA, simple moving average. So he's saying that over the whole year itself, every time when the market hit the SMA, the market will jolly well recover. So from where we are right now is about 3%. 3% from where we are now to the SMA level. So if the S&P do drop 3%, it's kind of like expected because that's what happened the previous time. Every time when the market hit a high, it will pull back, hit a high, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, so-called pullback. So a 3% pullback will hit SMA. That's about 4,400, I think that you should take note. But this one is the spot market. He says that once you go there, it will attract the buyers come in and the market will rebound. So that's why traders 4,400 to watch out for the spot market according to what we are seeing right now. And of course, a good cross-reference. And also the NASDAQ also seemingly like, also have this particular thingy whereby whenever it is too far away, there will be a bit of pullback. So at the moment now, right, the market seemingly that the NASDAQ 100, the QQQ, NASDAQ 100 are top 100 companies. If they are pulling back itself, right, there is a concern. So that's why they are saying that NASDAQ should be also near downside potential, okay? And of course, we're talking about now the CPI data are still going up. That's why it will cause be a concern for the interest rate factor. And also, now the S&P is up by 15% through August. And usually after that itself, we do see a bit of profit taking. And VIX is trying to spend its time above 19, okay? So I told you guys, VIX can take a look later on. You can watch on this, okay? Now, this is where Jim Cramer come in. Jim Cramer says that why is he concerned? Well, first of all, he said that the negative pre-announcement, some of the companies are informing that the lower guidance for the current quarter. So that's a big concern because companies are not doing well. Then also the Federal Reserve is that they are looking to change a position if let's say they really need to. So Fed concerns now, is concerning Fed that now the accommodative monetary policy may actually change. So of course, raising interest rate will taper inflation, but of course that will come with a price to pay. So that's why the Fed is a concern. The higher rates itself will definitely create a lot of high yield dividend stock, especially the technology counter. So if let's say that the yields are going up, right, and this will force the rate to go higher, then of course company that does this will be affected. Now, more important is that the Congress now has to really pass a $3.5 trillion budget, right? So at the moment now, although there are still a lot of jobs available. So basically, in a way that there are jobs available, but people are not taking it. So whether to spend more money to create more jobs, is it really, really needed? And if let's say this stimulus package is being killed, that means that not going to pass through. Oh my goodness, this is going to be very, very bad for the cyclical counter, which I totally agree. And of course, more and more companies are going IPOs, SPA are coming up. So all these are going to basically more supply will create stock companies, the dilution of the funds. So that's the reason why Jim Cramer is expecting that. And of course, the most important thing is the geopolitical worries between China and US. It's really not good. And of course, Taiwan is now like moving away from China in a way. And of course, that will play a very big role in the global semiconductor industry because Taiwan is the major kingpin of this. So overall itself, right, from all these things, it makes some sense. It does have a bit of concerning factor. So that's why Jim Cramer is kind of worried, okay? But if you look at the dollar chart right now, yesterday, the last 3 days, the dollar went up. That's why the gold actually came off. The dollar actually went up. And likely it's going to test the 92 level. It's a FIBO level. If you can test the 92 level, 92.70 level, it may go back to 93. I believe that this may actually happen. Yeah, I believe it happened. And you can see that the 10-year yields right now, it pulled back from 1.388, but it's still holding my FIBO level at 1.33. So my personal thing is this should be able to hold water. And after that, we should see this happening. I still believe that we will see 1.6% by end of this year. I don't think 2%, but 1.6, I'm kind of confident. Okay, so if of course if the government go to 1.6%, this will sound some alarming bell, and definitely this will cause people to panic a little bit, and we might have more tapering coming up. Okay, so that is what I feel that will happen in the market. Okay, on the fundamental side. Okay, all right. With that is we are going to go live into the charts today. The bull goes moo, the bear goes grr, and the lemmings go is probably different this time. Okay, let's go. Let's bring out the chart. Yeah, hold on. This is visual. This is not the one. Okay, let's go. Hold on. Let me just move the thing around. Okay, so first of all, China. Okay, China A50 is trading lower. Now let's do a quick recap of yesterday. We have an MLP yesterday here, and you look back at the chart again. It's very important. Now yesterday, Now yesterday you can see on the chart view that this is the MLP. This is the opening price, and this is the MLP. Initially, it got supported MLP, got support MLP, but the moment it loses MLP, whoa, the China A50 comes down already. So again, the MLP plays a very, very big role in our trading, and of course, traders who actually use MLP, it's very simple to trade. Below you sell, above you buy, kind of easy, right? Okay, so what you can see for today. Now let's take a look. Today, the MLP will be here for the China A50, and the moving average today, we'll move it down to somewhere around here now. The MA30 is 15,251. MLP will be somewhere near here at 15,420 level, all right? So for China A50, it is still, although yesterday pulled back already, but it's still positive for time being right now. Okay, because it's still above the MA30. But the thing is this, if it loses MA30, then we have trouble, because that means that it will loses the it's below MLP already, right? If today it loses the MA30, right, then there'll be some selling. So the today's critical level of Shanghai A50 is 15,250 level. Okay, as long as the market stays above 15,250, the upside is still there. If it loses that, there will be some selling, and the selling should bring it back to the BNB level. Okay, 14,892. Okay, so that is the China A50 for you. Let's look at the Hong Kong market. Hong Kong market yesterday went up and reversed backward, and you can see that same thing again. We do a quick recap. The market yesterday, Hang Seng basically opens and went below the MLP. The selling came in. All right, Hang Seng opened up soon. Let's take a look. Hang Seng this morning. Oh my goodness, Hang Seng gapped down quite a bit yesterday. Now it's coming. It opened down lower. Okay, let's take a look at the day chart to have a feel first. Okay, okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, let me just change this indicator. Okay. Okay, never mind. I think something went wrong. Okay, never mind. Let me try again. Okay. Okay, so what we have today now is Hang Seng has gapped down. Hang Seng has gapped down. This is the BNB for, sorry, this is MLP for today. Just going back. Okay, MLP for Hang Seng, and this is the MA for Hang Seng also. Okay, so simply put itself for Hang Seng today is also below MLP. It's a gap down, but it's still firmly above the MA30 right now. Firmly above the MA30. So for today, the MA30 is 25,900. Okay, so which means that as long as the market Hang Seng stays above 25,900, the Hang Seng is still a positive side, and it's staying above OP right now. Right, you can see it's staying above OP, so seemingly okay lah. Seemingly doing okay. But if it loses the MA30, then we have a bit of trouble already. So at the moment now, it's still relatively okay. Not the best, but it's still in an okay position. Okay, all right. Let's look at the with our chart right now. Okay. There we go. Okay, so for today, we have a bit of interesting thingy. The opening price for Hang Seng today is actually below pivot 2. Below pivot 2. So by right, below OP, below pivot 2 is a sell. But because it's trading above OP right now, so you cannot sell. And the KSI is green. So if you want to buy, this is called a buy on discretional. Because normally between OP that's below pivot 2, this area we call it as this area called the uncertainty zone. Now normally we don't trade here because the market likely will go sideways. But if you want to buy, because the KSI happen to be green, you can buy, but you must really go in fast and get out fast. This is my personal opinion. Okay, but if the market loses below OP, right, the downside also be kind of limited because KSI is green, so -1 to -2 will be KTR -1 to -2 will likely be the level for you to look out for buy law. Okay, so traders kindly just take note of that. Kindly take note of that. Okay, we'll come to Hang Seng later on. Let's go to the US market right now. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, today I want to warn you again. Take note, warn you again. Why? Because you see, 2 days ago, we have a flat top, a flat top. Now, flat top means that the opening price and the high of the day is identical. Okay? All right, so I will show it to you. Everybody look at the bottom of this, where my mouse is showing now. It will basically show you the prices of the market, right? Okay, so let me show you. Now, when I move my mouse to this day on the 7th of September, 2 days ago, you notice that at the bottom of your screen, bottom right corner, opening price is 35,460. And the high of the day was 35,460. So which means that the high and the opening is exactly the same. And when you see a flat top, usually means that we're selling pressure because that means that a lot of people want to sell. The market can't even go up. So that is the flat top. Now today, if you notice this, all right, look at the top of the screen right now, everybody. Can you see that? You notice that, yes, indeed, we are having a flat top again. Today, this morning, the opening price is 35,029.9. The high of the day is 35,029.9. So which means that today we have also another flat top again. Now, of course, doesn't mean that it will happen again. The Dow will go down by 200 points, 300 points. I'm not saying that. I will say this, in fact, I will say that, well, at the moment now, there's a lot of selling pressure. If the market stays down, yes, the Dow will go down further. Okay, but if the market later on breaks above OP, right, I believe that there will be some buying effect coming in. So traders who are short right now, example, you just take note of the opening price. As long as the market doesn't cross above opening price, you are kind of safe. Okay, all right, so that is the view right now. So let's just put in context of what we should do. Now, first of all, okay, where's my MLP? Oh, it's just on here. Okay. Okay, first of all, today's MLP will be here. Okay, this is MLP for today. And the MA30 is here. Okay, so very simple. The MLP, since it's above us, so I write it down. The MLP for today is at 35,070. Okay, around there. So as long as the Dow Jones stays below 35,070, there is a chance that the market will go lower. But if the market can goes up above OP, it should be able to test the MLP rather easily. So 35,070 would be a level to watch. Okay. The next level is the MA200, but it's kind of far away. So I don't think we'll be going there in the near term. Now, for the market to pull back for 5%, it will have to come down to 33,835. So at the moment now, even the MA200 is only at 34,126. So even there's going to be a pullback, the most you can see is about 34,126 level. If you're talking about really seriously, the market want to pull back. Okay, so right now for you, everybody, Dow MLP estimate 35,070. Okay, all right, so that is what we need to take note of today for Dow. Not every day we do emphasize on Dow. Sometimes we go down, sometimes we do NASDAQ, and we do Bitcoin. Whichever chart appeals to me, I can share more with you, I'll share with you. Okay, now we have a bit of problem. Everybody take a look at this weekly chart right now. I already told you that, right, this week likely we will see a bit of pullback because I told you this is the intersection point. Remember, I told you that already. Okay, so what's happening there in the high of the day, sorry, high of the week actually touches the intersection point perfectly. Can you see that? It touches the intersection perfectly. Can you see this? Yeah, it touches it perfectly and then pulls off. So, and I did mention that there is a white color chocolate bar, which the market has already now traded below. And apparently the number is 35,073. So it's like, you know, like the today's MLP. Okay, so what is my take right now? So everybody, if you just you know, being objective here, you will notice something important is that whenever there is 2 weeks of black candle, 2 weeks side by side, okay, there's not many of them. So you can see that this is 2 weeks of black candle, 2 weeks of black candle, 2 weeks, and potential now 2 weeks. Okay, potential. So what do you see? What do you see? You know, in terms of this few of them. Okay, let me ask your. Okay, you look at A sample. This A, B, C, and D. So if I would ask you, right, what do you think will happen in E? What will be your take? I want everybody to participate. What do you think? Now look at A, B, C, D. The 2 weeks that were with black candle, what happened usually on the third week? What will usually happen? Not only up and down, but what usually will happen? Can you take a look and let me know what's your view on that? Anyone would like to try it out and let me know what's your take on this? Anybody typing anything? All right. White next. Oh, okay. Anything else? Anybody else? Judy gave me a white next. Okay, fair enough. Anything else? Market seemed to recover at the third week after 2 weeks of sell down. Okay, Brian. Anthony says that black candle recovered. Okay. Richard says that recover and go higher. Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Well, if you're talking about B, C, D, you guys are correct. Judy, Brian, Anthony, Richard, all correct. And even now, Vincent also say that. Yes, indeed. Correct. Liu and this Joseph. Actually, you guys are getting you guys got the answer that I will prefer, because you see, you do not want to be lying to yourself. Because look at A, guys. Look at A. A did not go down. I didn't go up. Sorry. A didn't go down. A didn't go up. The A actually came down, and came down drastically. Yes, later on it recovered. We can see that, but you cannot deny that after A, 2 black hawk down, the next third week the price came down. B, C, D, yes, all are white candle. All right, all are white candle. So I want you guys to consider this. Okay, watch my next drawing, and then you can actually know what to do next week already, everybody. Now I want you to focus on the opening price of that week. Focus the opening price of the next week. Or focus on the opening price. You notice that, right? Okay, what do you see now? If you focus on the opening price of next week, after the 2 black candle, what do you see? I can tell you that the answer is like seemingly like a DJ DD setup. Can you see that? A little bit look like. which means that if the market cannot go above OP, right, the market will sell down and usually it's pretty big. Same thing, if the market cannot go down and it go up, right, the upside is going to be pretty big. Can you see that? The upside is going to be very decisive. All right, so big movement, correct. The OP will be a big guidance. The OP will be big guidance. So next week itself, right, the OP of the Dow Jones is going to be the most critical information for us if, let's say, we see 2 black candles this week. Can you understand? So which means that if these 2 candles stay black, next week itself, right, you just, as long as you follow the OP of the week, you're going to make a lot of money. Because that will be the momentum for the entire week. So you will know what to do for the entire week. You understand? So everybody understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, right. So although B, C, D shows that the market goes up, but A doesn't show that. So that's why I'm saying this, watch out for next week. If you want to make a lot of money from the market, all right, if you miss this week already, next week will be the best week for you to make money, because history has proven that next week will be a week whereby usually there'll be big movement. All right, other weeks you may have doji, you may have long tails. This is not what you want. You want directional movement so that it will be easier to trade. All right, if you understand what I say, please key the word understood. All right, please key understood right now so that y'all can benefit from there itself. Okay, let me see how many of you understand what I just said. And of course, hopefully you guys will benefit from this. Okay, so next week, right, I'm going to give a challenge here itself. Okay, I'm going to open a challenge here. Okay, a challenge. Okay, next week, okay, we're going to have a challenge here. Okay, listen to, it's only open for people who are here listening to me right now. Okay, is that next week, anybody can use the OP of the week to trade the Dow Jones and held the position all the way to the end of Friday, next Friday. All right, and you can make $1,000 US. I will give you the Dow Jones indicator for free for 1 month. Okay, I repeat. Okay, repeat. Anyone who can use the next week OP to trade and hold their position until end of the week and make minimum US $1,000 net profits will be entitled to 1 month free Dow indicator. Okay, can you understand? So I don't know whether you're going to buy or going to sell. It can be a buy, it can be a sell. It all depends on the market. And then after that, if you can do it, you held a position all the way until the end of the Friday, and you still come out with $1,000 profit minimally. You can have more, doesn't matter. All right, as long as you can do it, and you show it to me that you enter on Monday, and you hold it until Friday, on a Saturday morning, of course. Okay, I verify and I seriously think that you did it, then I will give you 1 month indicator for free. Can I understand that? Okay, so who is going to participate in this? If you're going to participate in this, key the word Dow, D-O-W. So only those who key in, I will take you in. That means that those who who actually wrote the word Dow, then I will take it that you are participating on this. Okay, if you don't write, then I will take you in. Okay, it means that you didn't participate. Okay, I wait for you to key. That means that the entry has to be on Monday, not today. Cannot cheat. The entry must be from today. You cannot cheat. It can be a buy, it can be a sell, it doesn't matter as long as you do what you're supposed to do. So of course, that means the OP of the week, let's say is 35,000, make it simple. If the opening price of Monday is 35,000 and you think that it's going to go up, right? You buy above 35,000 anytime you want to buy. If you think that the market is going to go down, you sell below 35,000 and you hold all the way. You understand? So as long as you actually profited with a net $1,000 profit in your trade itself, right? Then I will basically give you this indicator, okay, for 1 month for free. Okay, Dow indicator, okay, Dow. All right. So I'm going to give you guys another 10 more seconds. If you really want to participate, I will put a special sign on your Dow. You put the word DOW there, you put it there, and then Susan will take note. Then after that, only all these people who are online hearing me now can participate. Yeah, of course. Now for those people who is going to hear the replay later on, I'll give you until today midnight to put the word DOW. Then I will take it as you're in. But the cutoff time will be 12 midnight today. Cutoff time. So cutoff time for registration is for this Dow challenge is today 2359 hour. Okay. All right. Must type Dow here to confirm. Okay, so I give timer. Okay, so all right. Okay, so I will put a button on you. I'll put a caring button. Okay, I'll put a care button on you right now. So that means that you guys are the one going to participate. So which means that I will put you guys, all of you guys who are inside here, to a special Telegram group, and then we will see whether y'all will perform according to what you promise. But of course, anytime you think that you don't participate, right, you can just exit the Telegram group. Can you understand my point? Yeah, okay. So Susan later will find y'all. Okay, so this is how we want to interact. We know that recently now with the COVID ongoing, it's very difficult to us to interact, personally with you. So of course, the only way is that through little thing like this we play. Okay. All right, okay, continue. All right, so you got the idea now? Okay, cool, let's continue. Okay, so we have the Dow movement. Okay, let's look at today's Dow. Okay, hopefully you guys will benefit out of that. Okay, let's look at Dow Jones now. Now, Dow Jones today, the opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. KSI remain green, all right, although it's red right now, but we still get the green part. So which means that today's Dow, the downside even is coming down. If we limited to KTR -1 to KTR -2, this will be the downside for today's Dow. Okay, all right. This will be that. Okay. Okay. There will be no. Okay. As many of you guys, as long as you guys wins more than $1,000 size, I don't care. Up to you. But the net must be profitable. Then, of course, by that itself, right? Okay, then you win. Yeah, as long as you make net profit on the Dow. Okay, but it must be US $1,000 lah. I already say already 1,000 right there, there. Yeah, 1,000. Okay, US. Okay, you win, you get indicator. Not bad, right? Double win for you. Okay, all right. NASDAQ. Okay, see, this is why I really love the MLP. Seriously, if anybody tell me that you're in a slump and you are not doing well, I will really tell you consider to use MLP. That's all. So look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ yesterday. The MLP of the NASDAQ yesterday was 15,693. Can you see that? And then you look at it, the market touches MLP. Once it failed to go higher, reverse course, it came down. And right, above MLP, you look for buy. Below MLP, you look for sell. It's as simple as that. And you look at the recap. You look at it, my friends. Look at it. To change the show. Okay, look at it. Okay, I'll go slow today. Take a look. This is the MLP, right, of yesterday. Look at the NASDAQ. It ding dong, it went above MLP. Then it came back down. You notice that this is a BNB, by the way, this M15. All right, it's a BNB already. The day high of the day is a BNB on M15. Already tell you something is not correct. Then once it goes below MLP, it starts to trade lower. Then the best part of it is that when it rejected MLP, can you see that? It rejected with a long tail and it pulls back. It hit the long tail and it's pulled back. And after that, what happened? Bang, wow, first wave. Then after that, it recovers. When it recovers, it failed to even go above MLP. Then the second wave brought all the way down on the NASDAQ. You got my point? So seriously, MLP is really a very important tool for trading. All right. So that's the reason why I just want to tell you this. As long as you trust your MLP, you trust what I'm telling you, you just have to take a risk trade. Okay? That means that you can short here. Sorry. You can just put a short right here and your stop loss is put here. So if you win, you make at least 3 to 5 times. If you lose only 1 time. So that means that if you risk $100, you can potentially make $400-500. You understand? So now you understand why I say that although this if you do a 0.01 on the Dow Jones, right, you need 1,000 points for the Dow to give you $1,000 profit. But if you think that carefully itself, right, will you be trading 0.01 on the Dow challenge? I don't think you should, right? You should know the mathematics already. Yeah, indeed. Think for a moment. You will know where to do your stop loss and stuff like that. Remember, the word is net gain. So in between, there'll be losses in between and whatever. But as long as you just held your position all the way properly, all right, according to the direction of next week, which I don't know where it's going to go, you should be able to make money. Okay. All right. Get the idea. Okay. All right. So you can see the MLP is really very powerful, guys. Okay. So now we look at this today. Today, MLP is here at 15,649. And today's the NASDAQ. Wow, incredible, everybody. Take a look again. Today, NASDAQ, oh my goodness. The NASDAQ opening price is a flat top. Oh, wow. I'm not too sure when was the last time I see a flat top for NASDAQ. You know that? I'm not too sure. Maybe here? Let me just check around. Let me just double check. Let me check. No, this is not. Even this guy is not a flat top. This guy was a black candle, but it's not a flat top. Look at the bottom of the corner. The opening price and the high is different at 1 point. Wow. Okay. So today is a flat top. Amazing. I don't know why. Okay. So flat top means there will be some selling activity and definitely they will bring the market down a little bit. So we do expect to see some profit taking today. But of course, maybe they sell first, then after that they buy back later on the European side. I don't know. But at least we know that now today, NASDAQ is a flat top. Okay, so I'll write it down for you. NASDAQ, flat top for now. Okay, incredible, incredible. Okay. Okay, so for NASDAQ today, okay, now the opening price is above pivot 1. So by right, when you go above OP, later can buy because it's above pivot 1. So maybe this flat top will not stay too long. Maybe you recover and go up again. We never know, right? But of course, the problem is if the market do come down, it may go below pivot 1 and that will be a sell, right? But because the KSI is green in color, the downside is going to be limited. The downside is going to be limited. Hence, therefore, I doubt the downside will be strong enough. Unless I'm proven wrong, okay? Unless I'm proven wrong. Okay, just give me a minute. Well, the market is moving and I'm receiving a lot of messages coming in right now, as usual. Okay, done. Okay. All right, let's look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 also a flat top. Oh my goodness. Whew. Now, I'm very sure I have never seen in my life 3 flat tops together in the 3 indices. I've never seen that. I can guarantee you that. At least my memory tells me that as well. I'm wrong. S&P flat top for now. Dow also a flat top, right? Today. Let's double confirm again. Just double confirm again. This is eerie. Yeah, indeed. It's a flat top. Oh my God. Wow. This is the first time I'm actually seeing 3 indices, 3 flat tops at the same time. I've never seen something like this before. Never. Really. At least in my last collection. Anybody have seen it before? Have anyone seen 3 flat tops together at the same time? I don't remember it. I really don't remember this. No, this is not good. On a Thursday, it's not good. All right, on a Thursday. Why Thursday not good? Because we are pushing the weekend. Okay, be very careful on this. So everybody now, watch out for this. This is MLP for today. This is MLP for today at 45.17. The MA30, is at 44.94 level. 44.94 level. All right, I'm gonna write down for you. Plus, it's pretty nearby. Huh? So 44.94 is the S&P level to watch out for today, MA30. The last time we saw it, it got supported and rebounded. But then after that, when it broke it, the selling came quite drastic. Similarly, the last time we see it, it broke it, the selling was quite drastic. So let me just again perform the same thing just to do real by sharing with you. This time when it broke down, the S&P went down by about 80 points. Wow, 80 points. Okay. Then this one, when it broke down, it went down by 64 points. Okay, 64. So 80, 64, maybe this time around, maybe 40. Maybe 40. I don't know. I just roughly guess. So down at 40 points, then that will give you about probably 4452 level. 4452 level. Okay, 4452. Okay, 4452. All right. So let's see. 4452. 4452, yeah, somewhere here. I mean, there's a chocolate bar here. It's pretty big. So maybe we're going to have here 4440. Okay, maybe we can see this. Now, okay, so I'm going to declare this. If the S&P do grow below the MA30 and stays down, we're going to see 2 numbers. This is the near one, 4474. So 4474 and 4440. Okay, so S&P. S&P, is it a DJDD? I don't think so, right? Is it? Can someone calculate for me, Fred? Are you sure that's DJDD too? Okay, S&P, the next KCB estimate, 4474 and 4440. Can anyone tell me that is it a doji today? Don't look like it. Don't really look like, but again, I can be wrong. Anyone can calculate for me? Fred, can you do that for me? Yeah. Okay. All right. So interesting. Let's watch the market closer. Wait for Fred to do the calculation. Okay, let's look at the S&P today. Okay, so S&P KSI is still green. The opening price is within 2 pivot. So again, the downside will be limited to KTR -1. Oops, sorry. KTR -1 to -2 lah. -1 to -2. I don't think that will be the big one. Okay, yeah. Fred is driving. Okay lah, Fred driving. Then I calculate for y'all lah. Okay, let's do this. Okay, the opening price is 4520. 4520. The closing price is 4514. So 6 point. Okay, the high is 4527. The low is 4495. So it's 32. Okay, 32 is a range, and the difference is between them opening the her is about 6. Okay, so 32. Okay, yeah. So, okay, indeed, it's a doji. It's a doji, right? Everybody, can you verify this? It is look at doji, all right? Yeah, okay, it's a doji. So yes, indeed. So yes, that means that today is a doji on the S&P 500, just marginally. Hence, therefore, today could be a directional day, and seemingly this directional day may pull the market all the way down to 44.86 level. Wow, that is going to be pretty cool. Okay, thank you, Fred. Driving, careful, careful. Okay, all right. Interesting day today. Okay, let's look at the Hang Seng once again. Hang Seng is back down. It went out above OP when it came back down, and I told you before that normally day like this is in the what do you call uncertainty zone, right? Normally we don't want to trade. Okay, if you're gonna buy quick and get out of it already. I told you just now already, yeah. Okay, China A50 has also pulled back now, went up earlier, has pulled back also. Seemingly the market started moving. Okay, wow, look at it. DAX yesterday collapsed. Yesterday, I will tell you, if DAX goes below MA30, the MA30 number I gave was 15833. Yesterday, I mentioned 15833 is a very, very critical level for the DAX. And I say that if the market loses 15833, the DAX will come down. Remember, for those who remember that I say that 15833, please key the word DAX, REM. DAX, DAX space REM. That means that you remember that I told you about DAX. Okay, 15833. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for those who remember, okay, you will know that the MA30 I mentioned is 15833. Now we do a quick recap on the market. You can see for yourself. Amazing, really amazing. The market opens also around at 15833, and then after that, point around. The moment it loses the MA30, oh my goodness, bang, you're right, woo, all the way. Wow, look at the way the DAX collapsed. Okay, amazing. So if you actually were online with me and you remember what I tell you, you will make 200 points from DAX, just that simple. Okay, and that is what happened. Incredible. Now, of course, after a while later, it got oversold. Then the market rebounded, right? That is kind of typical. But after that itself, it came back down again. So this tells you the market wants to sell because it cannot. It's just like you throw a ball from 10th floor, it hit the ground floor, it will rebound to 7th floor, then came back down up to 6th floor, go back down up to 4th floor, and so forth, right? So this tells you that the selling is there in DAX yesterday. So the thing is, the market don't like tapering, at least for now. So the thing is this, that's why today I suspect there will be a little bit more selling. I suspect that today we should be able to see the minus 1 times 1 get triggered because the market had broke the SL level, so it will likely come down to here. So that will be the first minimum level for the DAX. Then of course the MA200 will be the next level, which I think that it should be able to reach. But if the market really pulls back significantly, then we may see the minus 5% to be triggered. So the minus 5% level will be at 15,231. Now, of course, from where we are right now, we're talking about another 400 points. So 400 points to drop all the way down to 15,231 is not that difficult for a market like DAX over the next 2-3 days, not immediately. I don't think the market will collapse 400 points in a single day, but I'm talking about coming down 400 points over a span of 2-3 days. It is kind of possible. So if it happens itself, right, the market may hit this point and then it may recover. So for DAX traders, all right, if you want to short, you short according to plan. But once it hit the 5% level at 15,231, do consider to buy back your position or lock your profit at least around there, 15,231 range. Okay, so traders kindly take note of that. Okay, amazing. Okay, let's look at the Nikkei. Nikkei. Hey, where are you? Now, Nikkei is still firming very strong because I told you that as long as the dollar is strengthening, the Nikkei will benefit because the yen will depreciate. So the strength is there. So for today, you can see the Nikkei is still firming up. Even though there's some profit taking on the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and everything, the Nikkei on its own is still going up because first of all, at home, we already see that the Nikkei, the people there are pretty excited that the current PM is not going to continue its run. So the people are buying into anticipation that the next PM will do a better job. And of course, funds seemingly like find it okay better. So it's a bit of like rubbing in a salt, but that is what's happening right now. I did mention that Nikkei has a strong resistance at 15,200, which the Nikkei yesterday touches it and pull back down. So again, pretty spot on this particular front. So for today, Nikkei, as long as it's stable MLP, Nikkei has upside potential. Okay, if you look at the Nikkei on our TWB chart, let's take a look. Nikkei today, interesting. In the TWB chart itself, the opening price again is below pivot 2, but the KSI is green in color, so the upside potential is still there. So if the market comes down to KTR -1, if it goes up again, if it cross pivot 2, it should be going up again on Nikkei. So Nikkei, although it have been it was coming down for 2-3 months, suddenly it reversed course and it's going higher. So usually this is pretty bullish for now. Okay, pretty bullish. Okay, all right. So that is the Nikkei for you guys. So I've covered all the indices. Let's look at the commodities. Oh no. Okay, we have a problem on gold. Let's just dissect it slowly. Okay, first of all, you can see very, very clear. We have a problem with the moving average. Now we are having gold that's trading below the MA 200. We have gold trading below the MA 30, and we have gold trading below the MA 30 after being triggered. So this is not a good trigger. When you see the market purposely trigger a technical point and come back down, right? It will be a problem because that means you have probably attracted a lot of people to buy around here, and then after that itself, right, pull back down. So this will demoralize the market further. So when you see our tail touching the MA and pull back down, right, the selling pressure is there. Okay, so now how do we read this objectively? Yeah. Okay, first of all, MLP for today. Now MLP for today for gold is somewhere around here, and that's about 1791. Okay, the MA 30, sorry, the MA 200 first. The MA 200 will be somewhere here, and that's about 1802, same level as yesterday. Then the MA 30 is here. The MA 30 is 1796. Okay, 1796 level. Okay, so what do I see from this whole gold chart right now? Now I already tell you this, although the Dow is coming down, once usually gold will go up, right, as a form of hedging, and inflation is going up, form of hedging. But I repeat, usually when equity market go down, the gold market will be sacrificed. I said this before, and I said this many times before. So today we know that 1802 is the MA 200, 1796 is the MA 30, MLP 1791. So downside potential, the 50% Fibonacci is still at 1762. Okay, all right. So my personal take will be, if gold still stays below MLP 1796, gold still can come down. Gold still can come down to where? Here, somewhere here. This is the next KCV, and that is 1779. 1779. Okay. So the downside potential for gold can be down back to 1779 level. Okay, so I'll write down for you guys. Gold, MLP, sorry, MLP estimate 1791, MA 30 estimate 1796. MA 200 estimate 1802, and downside ACB estimate. Well, estimate because I didn't actually check it exactly, or the decimal point is not involved, so I put the word estimate. Okay. All right. So everybody, a look, everybody. The goal levels are all there. So gold today, if you have to go up, it has to cross MLP first. If gold doesn't cross MLP, I don't think you should chase at all. Okay, simple as that. Okay. All right. So all these levels are given to you already. Hopefully you will use it and benefit of it. Now gold weekly chart itself, beautiful. I told you you'll pull back to the triangle I shared with you last 2 days ago. I told you that gold will likely be doing something like this. You break through and you pull back and you stay, then you recover. So this critical point is very, very important. All right, this point is very, very important, and amazingly, it really, really happens. Oh my God. Sometimes it's that you have to believe in a technical, and I already told you before that this will likely be happening, and indeed, it really happened. Now, this is actually a good thing for gold long-term trader. If gold stop here and recover, if it does that itself, right, this will bring gold all the way up. All right, let me explain this to you. Okay, let me just show it to you previously. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Hold on, let me just recollect my memory. Was it here? Yeah, correct. Can you see this? Can you see it? Yeah, something like this. Okay, something like this. Wow, who flooded with me so much? Oh, Susan. Okay, so this is what happened here, here, and here. Can you see that? Then after that, when the market has stabilized along the trend line, that is where it forms a base and then goes all the way up. Okay, so that is the triangle. This is called the trend line drawing. So that's one. So if you move back to recent, something like this, something like this. Can you see that? Something like this. It goes up, pulls back, then goes up again. So it's something like this, whereby it won't actually is not a bad news to gold traders, but it's just that you just have to stand by for it. So if gold can stand by and stay above the triangle, I mean the downtrend line, it should give you the clearance to go higher. But if it doesn't, if it goes right in, then the 1762 Fibonacci will take over. Okay, so this one, do kindly take note of that. Okay. Okay, so let's look at today's gold. Now today's gold, the opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. KSI is red in color, blue bars are available, so which means that the bearishness is going to be there. So downside potential will be KTR -1, -2. Upside potential is only KTR +1. So upside potential is +1. Downside is -1 and -2. So the downside strength will be there for today's gold. But if gold can stabilize, okay, this will be a good sign, because I told you it already hit the technical point on the weekly chart. Who knows gold? If let's say the inflation story is going to creep in, then who knows gold may actually rebound. So traders, you don't need to panic too much. For those who are long-term traders, overall it's still relatively okay. Now there's something very important here. I want you to just take note in advance, is that now if you notice this is the last CCRY, right? This is the last CCRY. The entry price is actually here. So if let's say now, if this is CCR right now, and later on it goes up, right, and create a CCRY later on, if it happens, that means the entry will be higher than the last entry here. So if that really happened, that would be fantastic. That means that this buy here itself will be a very good buy. Okay, it'll be a triple tick buy. Okay, but of course, if the market goes down lower and then recover, then the CCRY will be lower, then maybe it'll go slow a bit. Okay, let's hope this one happens. I also want this to happen so that you can buy more gold. Okay, all right. So traders, just kindly think of that. Okay, all right. All clear on this? If everybody clear, please key the word gold, G-O-L-D, so that I can see that you guys understand where am I coming from. Okay, silver has pulled back. All right, I told you that it's a technical point at $24.68, and indeed silver pullback. Silver pullback, and it's back down to the MA30. Very nice. Okay, so now silver traders, this is a good time now for you to pick up your tab. If you want to buy some silver, now is the time to look at silver. Okay, I know that people like to buy when it's going up. I know that that's a typical thing, but that's not the right way to do. Now is a good time to look at silver. I repeat, a good time to just buy some silver, because silver now is holding itself at the $23.93 level for silver. You can buy some only, don't buy a lot, some. $23.93 now, you can buy some. Okay, buy some, why? Because of course there's still room for downside if it happens, but I believe that the base is somewhere around here already. So I know that a couple of days ago, people to buy silver when it was going up. I say no. I say wait for a while. Let it pull back first. So now it's pull back. Now you can buy. Now you can buy some and then let it go up slowly. Okay, are we clear with that? Okay, so silver, take note of that. You can now consider buying some and keep. If you're gonna wait for a bit lower, you can try to wait a bit lower. But usually when you do this, as usual, later on you didn't buy, then the price go up again, chase after it, then again get trouble again. Okay, today is the first time we would buy over here itself, so you can know that that's how strong my validation is for silver. So I'll write it down for you. Silver can buy some to keep now, which is around $23.90, but don't go all in, as there might be some further pullback to $23, which is another good level to add more. All right, I will give you my view on silver already. Well, this is my view lah. I believe that gold and silver is still a good inflationary assets against it. So that's why I felt that I think silver and gold is around there already. Okay, all right. Last one will be crude oil. Now, crude oil yesterday bump up, right? Interesting. When the crude oil bump up, the Dow Jones didn't really go up. So that is what I want to see. That means inflation is really creeping in. I repeat, inflation is creeping in. And again, if you do a recap, yesterday crude oil, the MLP is about 68.44. So you do a quick recap on crude oil yesterday. You can see that crude oil, once it's stabilized above the MLP, it's set to go up already. All right. So again, MLP plays a pretty important part for our technical drawing. So now for crude oil, you can see that. Let me make it a bit bigger. Okay, today crude oil, the MLP will be somewhere around here. As long as crude oil stays above MLP, it's good. The MA30 is here. The MA200 over here. Now, of course, some people will say, but Kel, I thought that you say crude oil goes up, the Dow Jones will go up, right? So what's the problem here? Well, if the Dow Jones go up and the crude oil goes up, that means the crude oil probably going to assist the Dow. But if the crude oil goes up and the Dow goes down, that means that actually inflation is in the house. So I believe, in my opinion, that the crude oil is going to go up. Okay, I believe that crude oil is going to go up, and $73 is my target. $73 is my target. Now today is only 69. Okay, today 69. I see 73. Okay, not immediate, but along the next few weeks. Okay, I repeat, crude oil, crude might be heading towards US $73 in the next few weeks because of inflation in the market. Okay, all right, disclaimer, of course, huh? Let's put disclaimer as always. For calls, I must put disclaimer because I don't want y'all to give me trouble. All right, for calls, I put disclaimer. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, okay. Last one, the chart for crude oil. Okay, for crude oil, the day chart pretty clear. The opening price is between the pivot 1 and pivot 2. So crude oil will be a KSI is green, so upside potential is still there. Okay, 69.83 possible for today. All right. Okay, a quick one on the Bitcoin front. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin yesterday pulls back already. Is trading about 46,000 and is below my 50% Fibonacci mark. So I believe that likely Bitcoin will come back down to here. I'm calling that Bitcoin to go back down to 42,000. Okay, I'm calling that. Unless it breaks above my 46,000, but I cannot see why it will be going there, because I tell you this as a trader for so many years, if you see a big pull out like this, usually there will be another wave before we finalize it. So I suspect that it will have to go down to the MA70 first, hit the 42,000 for it to rebound. So that is my view on Bitcoin. Okay, my view on Bitcoin. Ethereum, I already told you that Ethereum itself and Bitcoin is a bit different. You can see Ethereum, the strength is there. It went down to $33,000, rebounded off the 50% Fibonacci. Then now it's trading above the 61.8 Fibonacci and it's having strength. It's doing at 3,500 right now. I think that if the Bitcoin come down, right, this Ethereum will still have a drop. But if we drop down to here at the 3,000 level, right, it's a very good, strong support level over the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks already. So if you want to squeeze it, then you can aim it at the MA70. The MA70 is here, and that's 2850 level. Okay, so I would say that for Ethereum, 2860 level. 2860 level will be a good level to buy. 3,000 will be is a FIBO level. So for Ethereum, right, 3035 good level, 2860 better level. All right, for Ethereum. Okay, I still believe Ethereum will go higher, that's for sure. This is very clear. The trend is very bullish. The pullback is significant, but you can see the recovery is even faster. So that's why I say that the upside for Ethereum is definitely there ahead of this. Compare this to this Bitcoin. Okay. So Ethereum for today, the day chart shows that the boys are still on the long side at the moment, at least for now, and it's above pivot 1. So by right above OP is a buy on the Ethereum. Then for Bitcoin today, there is no pivot point, no pivot, but the KSI is still green, blue levels are there, so it'll be a mixed factor here. But overall itself, right, I still think that there will be a bit of pullback on the Bitcoin unless the market stabilizes and move up. If not, a pullback will be more welcome, and I believe that that will be a good time to look at the Bitcoin. Okay, all right. So that is the cryptocurrency front. I think that I've done a pretty decent job to explain this to you. All right, just to let you know my personal take on the Dow Jones at this moment here, that my KRW 2-3 days ago already turned to red color 3 days ago. That's the reason why last few days are more to this bearish side. And of course, today the KSI also turned red. Now, during my last preview, I did tell you that whenever you see my KRW and my KSI both turn red, right, usually it's not a sign of buying. Usually there will be profit taking, and it seemed to be. Now, this is available for version 3.9, which means it's for PTP student. So PTP student, do some research. You probably know what to do for today and the next few days if the market stays below OP. Okay, that will be all for today. MAO, thank you so much once again. I hope you enjoyed this session. All right, have a great day. This is Kel signing off. Bye-bye.